the sun is set. There's still plenty of light in the stadium for this prime time contest. We've waited all day for this one, haven't we, Brock? It's time. With Brock here on Kate Sky. Happy to welcome you to week 2 of 3 here in the preseason. And this is the week, Brock, where a lot of players, they're not just fighting their opponents out there anymore, but they're fighting each other for the roster spots remaining as we look ahead to the final week of the preseason.
Yeah, that's well said, Kate. And every coach will say the same thing across all 32 teams. Don't count numbers.
Yeah.
Don't look around the room.
Yeah.
Don't look at anybody else. Just worry about doing your job. But when you're outside the top 40 or so, you know it. You know you're on the bubble, and your performance in this game really matters.
The ball is teed up, kicking team looks ready. And we're underway from Philadelphia. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So out for their first possession. And they'll be led out by their fourth-year quarterback.
Well, here it is, Kate. This is a weekly payoff to all the work you do behind the scenes. All those bonus reps as you stick around and try to develop that chemistry. Think Tom Brady and Deion Branch in the mid-2000s, communicating from just glances and subtle nods. That's the type of stuff they're constantly working on to give them an edge right here on game day.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
And a man is there to knock that away.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Motioning him from the slot right. 2nd and 10 now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
Well, nothing very fancy about that. That's just a textbook curl route. I think they were running curl routes last century, and it's a play that works a high percentage of the time then, just like it did now.
That sails over his target, incomplete, and now it's 4th down. Woo, very unfortunate. That didn't go as a turnover. And 4th and 4 coming up. Punting unit out. That hits at the 9, but nobody around to grab it. It carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So here's their first drive. And they'll be led out by the longtime veteran at QB.
He's one of the select group of quarterbacks where when he takes the field, everyone, and I mean everyone, takes notice. He's part of the game's elite at the game's most important position, and it really is a spectacle, Kate, anytime he leads an offense out, because you know.
And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That is not a good omen at all. You spend so much time, Kate, on the first 15 plays, and that first play, you've rehearsed it in your head over and over as a quarterback, as an offensive line. You never, ever want to go backwards, have such a negative play, but now you got to flush it and quickly move on.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he reaches the 17-yard line as he's hauled down.
Kate, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays.
Big gain downfield. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. They go play action on first. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Throwing from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. They motion a receiver left. To the air, 3rd and long. He has the first over the middle. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. From the red zone now. This throw is caught. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Still sticking with the passing game. And he has it in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Length of the field and take a 6-0 lead. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
That one splits the uprights. And back to a 7-0 lead. The kick team out there for this one. He's sent away. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. Return lanes don't open for him. He stopped shy of the 15. Headed out for their 2nd drive of the game. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Here's Brown again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4. Throwing now from the gun. That's going to fall incomplete. Either way, he was breaking it up. Couldn't hang on to the pick, so hits the ground, brings up 4th down.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
Collects this at the 32. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. Nice 12-yard pickup on the return. It's possession. Set to get going for their 2nd drive. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their 2nd possession.
And Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond.
Still 1st down.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Only a yard there, so they'll be staring down 2nd and 14. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's got Andrews. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. 1st down from the red zone. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. They'll try and punch it in. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Touchdown, Philadelphia! So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Looking to tack on the point after. The point after splits the uprights. To an early 14-0 lead. The kick team out there. This one is sent away. He's going to return it from a yard or two deep. Not much on the return. Should have kept that one in the end zone as the tackle's made at the 15-yard line. It's all set to go. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball, and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
From the gun, a give to Brown. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a fourth down.
Punt team on the field. And he's only a handful of yards from his own goal line. And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. Third time they've called on him as he gets this away. Fields this clean at the 30. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Big kick on that one, 62 yards. And they're going to take over possession. Spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. From the 48. Looking right, and he finds him. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down. Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. Give him 3 on that gain. And that's good for down. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they're going to bring him down after a good gain to the 40. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2. Motioning one of the tight ends. Running for the marker on 2nd. And he's tackled with the 1st down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up, and it sets up 2nd down. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he pushed deep into enemy territory with that, down inside the 25. They send him left out of the slot. Throw caught at the 6. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. They get and now they're going to have first and goal. So that connection for first will bring us to the end of the first. It's a two-score game early. More from Philadelphia coming up in just a moment. We're back and excited to start the second. Eagles in a nice spot to put up points. Back now on its way. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles take a 20-zip lead. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
That one right down the middle. And their lead to 21. The kick team out there. This one is sent away. Return starts from the goal line. This return makes it up to the 25. Their offense out there. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 28. He's got it over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Offense up to the line fast. Brown on the inside give. And this is a nice gain that stopped at the 47. Offense in the hurry up here. Slot man in motion left. From the 47. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Play action on first down. Connects on the crosser. And they get this down to the 28. Give him 13 on that play. First down. Off the play fake, he'll throw. He fires one deep down. He's got it deep downfield. And it's caught. Touchdown. Fight back with their first points of this game. Quite the strike to his tight end, and the patience he showed waiting for that to break open. That was awesome, and it's rewarded with 6.
You know, it should be simple, Kate, right? In philosophy, it should be simple. Just plaster that big guy. Throw bodies at him in coverage, but stopping a tight end near the end zone is anything but simple with how deceptively good they are as route runners and finding that football when it arrives.
Out there as they send it away. His return starts at the 5. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. Running back, headed back out for a new series. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been... Well, his first real mistake, that's intercepted! Football with a very short field ahead, just a little outside the 20.
So many of these we travel around and you see signage all over the place. It's all about the ball, it's all about the ball, it's all about the ball. It's about protecting it offensively, and it's about doing just that, taking it away defensively.
Back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And I'm pretty sure, Brock, they hadn't even all sat down on that sideline yet to rest. And now they're right back out there with a great chance to repeat their last touchdown.
And you will take that every day of the week and twice on Sundays. You don't mind at all. You got that defense right now reeling after the touchdown. Look at where they start with the football now.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. They'll try and throw it here. Completed over the middle. And he gets this forward to the 19. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Throwing from the gun here. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll get him back to 11.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you were looking for on the call sheet.
Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Set up shop on offense. And this drive, Brock, hopefully longer than that last one. They were only out there 1 play before they were picked off.
They're kind of a good chance right now to see how risk-averse these guys are offensively. A lot of game left. They could give the passing game a little breather and start this one on the ground.
Second down now, 7 to go. Back to the well again. They got 2 yards there. That leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
Hey, we know running the ball, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
That one's caught along the left sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 38 out of the play. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. 1st down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Give now to the running back. And he's taken down with a short gain to the 25. They managed a single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4. He'll throw it. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And 4th and 4 coming up. Out comes the field goal unit for 3. This is a 42-yard look from the left hash. The 13-year pro still doing what he does as he puts this through. And that extends their lead to 14.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Cut for big yards on the right side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. He can run it.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They've jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, All I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasting no time in getting that sack.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down. They're throwing it. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. And that brings up 4th and long. On now comes their punter. And he's been one of the players on this game. Averaging over 50 yards a kick, and this is another one well hit. Led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Caught by his fullback behind the line. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for down. Running it now out of the gun. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back-to-back carries here. The flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Here we go, 2nd and very long. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Throwing now on first down. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. They are throwing it again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it into the 3rd row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. Because now 3rd down is so much harder.
Dump off caught by his back. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Punt formation. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. And he sends this one straight up. He's trying to stick him deep. The Patriot offense making their return to the field. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. And he got the feet in too. They pick up 20 yards there. And the Patriots will have a first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Motioning the tight end now. To the air now on 1st and 10. be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. This one... Back to throw. Finds him over the middle. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Hustle everyone up to the line. Throwing now, 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Hustle everyone up to the line. They'll throw it again. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete. That one vehemently swatted away. So that brings up 2nd down. He'll throw it yet again. That'll be complete to Ford. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. Well, no luck on his first look of the game. And it's 4th and short. We'll see if they go for it.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Hunter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And another mistake for them here. This punt had way too much on it. It's into the end zone for a touchback. Back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And he sure has proven to be a handful for them, grabbing their attention as a runner, but actually doing a good bit of damage as part of the team's passing game, too. Look, pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
One of the big lessons you learn transitioning from college to is you can't get it all back at once, offensively or defensively. But this is the right way to go about it now defensively. You got to get a sack. You got to get something going to stem this momentum, and that might just be the sack they needed.
We're at halftime here in Philadelphia, and forward to a lead at the break. Now we'll send you down the East Coast to Orlando. Turn things over to our buddy Jonathan Coachman in report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in just a moment. Want to remind everyone, this is week 2 of the preseason. These two teams will have one more tune-up after this next week, before the regular season gets started on the Thursday following Labor Day.
Returning it from the 4. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Philadelphia has its offense out to start this 3rd quarter. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays have followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
Finds him on the crossing route. They get 40 on the big hitter. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
We always hear about a tight end as a quarterback's best friend. That play is so indicative of it, Kate. You love a big target, and you know if you could hit him in stride, he's got a chance to get some big yards after the catch.
Big play gets him across midfield, sets him up 1st and 10 from the 40. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, it's so common that we talk about quarterbacks flushing a negative play, but defenses have to do the same thing as well. When you give up a big play, you got to regroup, you got to calm yourself, and you got to know it's all about the next play. And delivering a sack like that certainly helps.
With the time set for this 3rd down call. Throwing from the gun. That is caught along the sideline, and he gets the feet down. Wow! A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. Take that call, and coach is going to throw the challenge flag.
Previous play is under review.
We're all watching that sideline here, seeing where those feet came down.
And no matter what they rule here, Kate, that was an outstanding effort just to make the catch.
Yeah.
Now we got to look and see, did he get both feet in with possession?
Well, that didn't break out how they thought it would, and they're going to lose the first of their 3 timeouts for their trouble. Pass play on 1st and 10. And the first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. So it'll be 2nd down. A give now from the gun. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run in crossing that first down marker.
And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Pass play now. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
3rd and long for him here. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete.
Well, that was all about the eyes. You've got to read the quarterback's eyes as a defender and make sure you know where that throw is going, and when it does, well, you got to react and knock it away. That is well done.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that makes this a 3-score game.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Another drive coming up for this offense. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. First throw for the backup now. Wow, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect. Looking for his wide receiver there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Passing struggles, bleeding over from that last play. He's forced to get rid of this one. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. He's going to throw this one. That's caught for the first. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Still sticking with the passing game. Dumps it off to his running back. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get...
And he finds him in the end zone for the touchdown. 2nd half with some needed points. That was just gorgeous football right there. He saw the window, just had to wait for his guy to float toward it, and that pass fit in beautifully for the touchdown.
Kate, this is one of those moments where a quarterback's got to take his pre-snap read and make sure he confirms it quickly post-snap. And when he does, and he's got space to fit that post in, like you said, it's a thing of beauty.
That one splits the uprights. lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Here's a throw. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Looking to the air here. Finds a man right side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And he's going to have this one down to the 43 on a good run. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3. Here's the handoff. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's a Philadelphia first down. Pass play coming here. Hits him on the in route. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
They give it to him again, and he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a third run after back-to-back negative losses.
Puts a little too much into this one. That's too high. Brings up fourth down.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for it. They were thinking interception for a second, and incompletion is still pretty good, too.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. We stop him right as he gets up past the 15. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. They go play action on first. He rolls to his right. And he evades any kind of trouble, but only a short gain to show for it after sliding down. 2nd and 6 coming up here. They'll run here from the gun. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable third down, But instead, they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Dropping back to throw. That sails over his target, incomplete, and now it's 4th down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Begins his return at the 16. This one returned for 11 yards. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. To throw it on 1st down. Completed to his running back. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. They'll throw on 1st. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, when one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. From midfield now. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect, and now they're stuck facing 4th down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
And this looks like it got just inside the 20 as it flew out, and indeed it did. They're putting the ball at the 19-yard line. The offense headed back to the field. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Hits his running back. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. He gets 6 on that play. And 1st down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Dump off caught by his back. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Nowhere to go with it, so he just throws it away. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Setting up a throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. time this game.
Going down the middle, as you can see, you're giving them a real chance at making that pick. Might be a case of trying to force one where he shouldn't have. And you're sure hoping as a quarterback you learn your lesson on that one.
Set to go on offense. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. To the air now on 1st and 10. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
The give here on 2nd. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. They find 7 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal. They're going play action. Throw left side, complete. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. We've got a stoppage here. There's a player out there in some pretty obvious discomfort being worked on. All hopes, of course, that it's nothing serious, especially here in the preseason. On 2nd and 9. Has it down close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. Back now, pressure on its way. And all their pressure gets it done. That's a sack on 4th down as they force the turnover.
Certainly looking for that nail in the coffin, the knockout punch, a touchdown, and 3-possession lead that could put this one out of reach. Hey, it's a luxury they could afford to take in that spot. Built themselves up a little buffer here, Kate, but it's never over till it's over.
This offense making its way back out now. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. Throwing from near his own goal line. Warren's got it, complete. And they bring him down up at the 12-yard line.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and manageable. He's throwing. He puts some air under this one, deep right. They connect on the deep shot. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
So the ball on the midfield stripe now after that big play. It's 1st and 10. Man in motion, headed right. Throwing now on 1st down. Nice catch along the sideline. Awesome body control to stay in bounds there. Ooh, but we've got a flag on the play. He got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing him. Now looking to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. Down. The Patriots now within one score in the fourth. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback, and you can find pay dirt.
That down the middle. And the Patriots get it back to within 6. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Return starts from the goal line. And he crawls before they stop him. Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Back to throw now. He's got a man left. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Pass play on 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. They tried to air it out, but just couldn't hook up.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
Completed over the middle. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. He'll look to throw. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, it's tough to succeed at linebacker in most defenses if you can't hold your own in coverage. They rely on you to break up throws just like that and take some of the stress off the secondary.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. He fields this at the 18. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. Turn here of 19 yards. And the Pats will take over. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Here's the one back on the handoff. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Looking for a throw here. It's caught, Warren. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
Final quarter, this quarterback's just feeling the need to do a little extra, try to make something happen outside the pocket. The problem? Defense wouldn't let them. They have that same kind of urgency. They want to make some plays of their own before they hit the showers, and they got one right there with that sack.
And there was nobody down there to get it. Punt hit at the 7, but continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
To throw here on 1st down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled for a short gain. Timeout taken by the defense. Their 2nd. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The defense takes its third and final timeout. And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock. Defense looking to defend the marker on third down. Looking to throw. On the move, headed right. Oh, he's going to run for it.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
They'll send out the punting unit. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. That's taken at the 15. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And it'll be their football. They'll throw on first. Dumped off to his running back. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. By a touchdown. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. They'll throw it. And they got there in time. He's taken down. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on third down. To throw. Trying to push it deep downfield. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis and practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Hey, after that stop, Kate, they can start to celebrate. Well, kind of. They still got to finish this game. And my favorite formation in football, that victory formation. Get into it, secure the football, and you'll secure this victory.
They're going to let the seconds tick away in this win.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So it's here in this one. And they'll enter the final week of the preseason with a little momentum thanks to this victory. Ahead of that last tune-up before the games start to count. So for Brock Ewart, our incredible crew, everybody here, Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time.